So when we do the Wetland monitoring, we start to prepare our gear for the day, make sure our vehicles are all checked and ready to go, equipment check. We usually go through a job safety analysis. After that, we'll head out, we'll make a plan, and then we'll travel out to the site. We're looking at things like cattle impacts, we're looking at vegetation structure, what's coming back, how healthy that area is, and so we'll just tick off that, and then we'll keep on moving on to the next sites.
So we pack some pickets just in case we need to replace some of the pickets that's at the site, and the dropper, so the thing that actually hammers the pickets in, and then just a measuring tape just to do the quadrats, and then just a tablet so we can just record our data sheets. And then we're going to make sure that the tablets are charged and ready, and then we're going to have the water quality meter. We use the app Fulcrum, so it's pretty much our form that links what we did on the site to our database back in the office.
So this is our poster for our wetland monitoring, and it shows us exactly where our transects are, so we can find it each time we come out here. It helps us each time we come out onto the field, so we know we're doing our job the right way.
So we're pretty much going to set up the quadrat. So we're going to put out a tape measure, and we're just going to measure to 5 meters by 5 meters to make a square. Going to go into our fulcrum sheet and then select our survey point. Going to take a photo of the point. So we're just going to look at the percentage of bare ground. So how much bare ground do we see in the square? So it goes up to 0 to 5, 5 to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 75, and 75 to 100.
25 to 50?
So 25 to 50, yep. So we're just going to select that. And then we're just going to go to the next question. So there'll be leaf litter. So how much percentage do we have in the square?
The bit there.
The team is just going to test on how much leaf litter.
Would we say 5 to 25% of leaf litter? Yeah.
So 5 to 25. So once we've selected that, we're going to go down to cattle scat. So how much cattle poo do we see in the square?
There's not much cattle scat in this site. Probably say 0 to 5%.
Yep, and then I'm just going to go to cattle impacts.
Not much cattle impacts at this site. 0 to 5.
0 to 5, yep. Okay, we're going to go down to grass cover. So how much grass cover do we see in the quadrat?
Would we say 25 to 50%?
So 25 to 50%. Yep, I'm going to select that. Is any of the grasses weeds? So does anyone see any weeds in the quadrat?
We can't see any weeds.
No weeds.
No weeds, so we'll put no weeds. Ground cover, so any herbs or shrubs that's 50 centimeters tall or below.
Yeah, there's one native hibiscus I can see in the plot.
Yep. Would that be covered to 0 to 5 or 5 to 25?
0 to 5.
0 to 5. So any shrubs in the quadrats do we see? That's over knee height.
Yeah, we see a couple of shrubs. Yeah, so this is 0 to 5.
So 0 to 5. Yep. Any tree cover? Any canopy? No.
No canopy cover.
No canopy cover, so 0 to 5.
0 to 5.
Okay. Any juveniles? Seedlings?
Nope.
No. Okay, but 0. And then that's it for the quadrats.
Alright, so what I'm doing here is going to get this little cup. I'm going to wash it out 3 times with the water just to get a good coat on it. And then with this little device here, I've got two little, what do you call these? 2 little sticks. This one measures the salinity or the conductivity. This one measures the pH. And with this one, you got to keep it wet, otherwise a little bulb inside will crack. So I'll just do the conductivity first. Yeah, around 555 microsiemens. So that's yeah, pretty fresh. Then we can measure the pH. So the pH reads 8.0 8.7 now. And that's a bit more alkaline than normal. Has a temperature of 29.9 degrees, so a little bit warm. We've got the boys here just measuring the gilla. They're going to just do length and width. This gives us a fair idea if the gilla is getting bigger, so if more water is getting in the gilla, or we're losing water and it's going to start shrinking.
We do a little walk from this pole to the lake, just big steps at a time. So this is how we do it. Just one big step, that'll be bare ground. Another big step, that'll probably be grass or something like that. And then one more big step to the thing, grass and mud again, until you reach the lake.
After we finish doing one of our quadrats, one of the questions asked us to look down the transect, just to ask us how's the canopy health, is there any weeds along the transect, any regrowth of plants or trees coming through. So it just gives us a fair idea if there's any regrowth or is there none.
So once we've done our surveys with the wetlands, we come back and we just make these graphs to tell us what has been done with all the surveys, and then make a poster. And this is pretty much our results posters. And this is just to let us know what management needs to be done in these areas.